there, everybody. Welcome back to the Planes, Trains, and Comic Book channel. My name's Matt, and today we're going to review Entropy number 1. But before we get into that, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing, subscribing, commenting, it really helps me out and lets me know what you guys want to see more of. So, with that being said, let's get straight into it. All right, we got the cover here for Entropy number 1. It is a heavy metal comic. It is by Christopher Priest and Montos. And we start off with our main character named Henry. We're seeing his day-to-day with his family and how much he loves them and they mean to him. And one day while Henry's taking his dog for a walk, this little kid starts talking to him, and the kid starts being really weird. He's saying things like, "You will serve me, I'm your master, and if you betray me, I will destroy your planet." And because Henry's in a rush, he's not really paying attention to the kid. He's just going along with it, and he says, "Okay, yeah, I'll serve you, whatever." But just as he says that, this little kid, who is like an evil being, begins to disintegrate the entire planet, including everyone that Henry loves. So everybody else and the Earth completely dissolves and breaks apart into little pieces, but Henry's body stays together. So he's just floating around in space for a while until his bones come into contact with this weird green orb that's just pulling everything into it in space. And once Henry's bones go into the orb, he gets reborn into a new body that can actually survive in space. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I don't want to spoil anything else. So I picked this comic up because I'm a fan of the heavy metal brand in general. I like the animated movie from the 80s. And usually their stuff is cool, fantasy, and sci-fi mixed together. And Christopher Priest is also a reason why I picked this up. He's generally a pretty good writer. Sometimes he's hit or miss with me, but this time I think he was pretty good. Granted, this is the first comic, and he's got to introduce the new character and how that character becomes super powered. But I thought it was a pretty epic thing that happens to him. And I'm very interested to see how the story moves forward and how our main character actually finds this weird little kid who ended up being like a Thanos character and killed the entire Earth. I thought the art was really cool as well. The colors in this were really cool whenever the green orb was on page. That glowing green really pops, especially in like the void of space and in the black darkness. So yeah, overall, this was a really good start to a series. I'm interested to see what happens in the next issue. And I think Christopher Priest did a really good job on this one, introducing this character. And I'm not sure if this one is actually an original character or if it's an existing character that he's kind of redoing. But either way, I think this is a pretty solid book. So I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. And if you saw anything you like, definitely go pick that up at your local comic book store, and we will see you on the next one.